Hello friends, welcome to my corner of the YouTube world. I am glad that you joined me today and that you are here. Today I just want to give you all a very quick update on some things that have been going on with me mentally, physically, emotionally. I'm going to make it through this video without crying, so if I do cry, I'm very sorry. So let's get into it. So if you watched last week's video, you know that I started 75 Hard, which is a mental toughness challenge, and I failed it. I made it an entire week, an entire 7 days, and on the 8th day, my body completely gave out on me. My sleep was horrible. I had horrible amounts of brain fog. I was getting headaches, and I was just starting to see signs of a word that rhymes with impression. So I decided to switch from 75 Hard to 75 Medium, which is still a challenge to do better, but it's not as strict. I have been doing a lot of self-reflection and meditating on life and things going on in life. And well, I'm about to be 30. I was born in 95. You know, life is changing. My body is changing. I've realized that life is worth more than my body, and it's just a vapor. Life is just a vapor. And there's so much that I want to do with my life. I want to help people, and I want to improve people's lives, and I want to have children. So with having children, most of you know that Matthew and I have custody of our niece, Savannah. She's 14 years old right now, so she's a little bit older. She's in that teenage stage. You know, if you have teenagers, you already know. But we have custody of her, and we've had custody of her for about 5 years. And don't get me wrong, she is absolutely a blessing, and we definitely treat her like she is our own child. She is spoiled to death. Like, she just got, her birthday is on the 30th, and we just bought her a vanity, among other things, for her birthday. So she's spoiled. We treat her just like she's our own. But Matthew and I really want to have our own kids, like our flesh and blood children. I know that might sound terrible, but it's the truth. Well, last week I was supposed to have my period, so from March 16th to March 22nd, I was supposed to have a menstrual cycle, and I haven't started. It is now March 26th, and I still have not started. So I took a pregnancy test like the day that my period, or like 2 days after my period was late, and it tested negative. And then I took another test. It was probably like whenever it was like maybe 6 days, 7 days late, and it tested negative. So I'm like, what the heck? So of course my sleep has been messed up. I've missed out on my period, and what's crazy is, see, I told you, I just had to cut that video because I literally, the brain fog has been absolutely insane. Like, it's like I forget mid-sentence what I'm saying. I don't know. I probably need to schedule like an appointment with my doctor, but you know. If you didn't know, Matthew and I have been trying to get pregnant for about 6 years, a little over 6 years. And we have never been pregnant. As far as I know, that we've never been pregnant. And sorry, I'm trying not to cry. But as far as I know, we have never been pregnant. And if you know anything about a TTC, or like a trying to conceive journey, you know that it is physically and mentally exhausting. And as I approach 30, I feel like I am physically watching my biological clock just tick right by me. Like, I feel like it's just ticking, and I feel like every time that somebody is like, hey, we're pregnant, we're having a baby, I'm happy for them, but at the same time I'm like, that's not fair. It's not fair that you're getting pregnant. You weren't even trying to get pregnant, and you're pregnant, and here I am, and we've been trying for 6 years, and still hasn't happened. But I know that God is faithful, and I know that when the time is right, God will allow us to have children. One time, Matthew and I had a woman prophesy over us, and she told us, this was like when Matthew and I were like a year into our marriage, and we've been married for almost 8 years, but we were like a year into our marriage. We weren't even trying to have babies then. She told me, she cried, and she was like, she said, the Lord told me to tell you that it would be a while, that it would be a while before you had children, but not to give up and to keep praying, because they'll come. And we've had multiple people tell us that they just feel like, here recently we've had people tell us that they feel like our prayers are going to be answered soon. And as someone who is of faith and someone who trusts God, and I know there are still bits of doubt that come, but when they tell me that, hey, those babies are coming, it's like, I'm like, can I please get a timeline, because I've been waiting for a minute, and I would really like to know that on this day I will find out I'm pregnant, and then on this day you will give birth to a child. But you know, God doesn't always work like that, so it's okay. But I really do want to be pregnant, and I don't really understand what's going on in my body right now, because I even skipped my 1 week of my Mounjaro shot because I didn't want to inject it and be pregnant, because I've heard that the Mounjaro shots with pregnancy, they haven't studied it, but they really don't know the effects of it, and it's just safer to not take it. So the last time I had tested negative, I went ahead and took my shot on Sunday, so I'm currently still on Mounjaro, of course. And if you've ever been on a conceiving journey, you know how draining it is. You know how draining it is. And there's nothing more that I want than to be pregnant, to have a child, to be able to tell Matthew. I don't know how I would tell him, but I want to be able to tell Matthew, hey, you're going to be a dad, because I know that would make him so happy, and it would make me so happy. So when I do get pregnant, I know that it will be a testimony of God and His faithfulness, and that even after all of these years, He was faithful and He came through. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I keep trying to cry. If y'all know me, y'all know that I am not a crier. I do not like to cry. I do not like being emotional. That comes from my childhood, because my parents always used to use this saying, if you keep crying, I'm going to give you something to cry about. And now that I'm older, I'm like, yeah, that's not a good thing to say to your child. Like, you should help your children regulate their emotions and, you know, deal with those emotions. Like, just because your kid's upset because their toys are broken or whatever, you shouldn't be threatening them like that. So I just wanted to talk to you guys and be honest with you guys, because I feel like I feel like I don't have anyone in my personal life that can understand, or that I can really talk to, because just about everybody I know has had kids or is pregnant with theirs. So I don't know. I just wanted to talk to you guys and give you guys an update. I'm sorry it's sad, but I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys have a great day. If you have any encouragement, or if you have anything that you would like to say to me or to someone else that is struggling in the journey, please let me know in the comments. But if you ever struggled with your fertility or anything like that, and you did end up getting pregnant, leave me a comment. Let me know what you did or what you had done or anything like that. Maybe that's an avenue that you took that I could take. So I appreciate you all being here, and I appreciate you making it to this part of the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.